So my man Nick Shirley dropped another banger about California voter fraud. So if you don't know, there's a big thing going around about California and how there's no voter ID laws. Newsom just passed a law making it illegal to ask for voter ID. I'll go ahead and link his video in the description below, but I wanted to react to what he has found, what he recorded. That's kind of like what happened in Minnesota, but it's in California now.
Where's the first place we're going?
We're going to the local retirement community, and the reason this one is just kind of particularly odd, you got 45 people registered and 41 of them actually turned out to vote in the last election. So that's just, again, not typical for 55 to 70% turnout. So it's a mental crisis senior rehabilitation center. So we're just going to go there and see, is there 45 people there? Is there beds? And check it out.
How in the world are people even able to vote when they're in a mental health crisis center? You should not be able to vote if you have a mental illness. If that was the case, half of the Democratic voters would be gone because they claim they have mental illnesses. This is crazy. Like, I think there needs to be a reform with the voting rights.
It looks like there was maybe 41 of 45 people that are registered here. Does that seem low or high to you? Like, as far as how many patients or residents you have?
That's probably not accurate anymore.
So that lady right there said that that's probably not accurate.
Right.
So this could be a huge location where hundreds of votes could be casted from this one location. She said that numbers sound like they're inaccurate, 41 out of 45.
Correct. So is there a lot more people that could be registered to vote and could be having their voices expressed?
Well, let's move on to the next location.
You got it.
Now we're here in the University of San Diego because they got lots of voters here, but what's the deal with this location?
It's some sort of institute for peace and justice, so it doesn't seem like you'd have a lot of voters like registered at some sort of an administrative office, but it very well could be. I mean, there's students that are all over the place here, so maybe it's some sort of a central mailing house or something like that.
You have a conference room, you have Garden of the Sky, the
School of Peace Studies. If you don't think that they're using our taxpayer money to erect freaking stupid stuff like this should show you a School of Peace Studies. A School of Peace Studies.
School, classrooms, conference rooms, anything but dorms. And this is the location where 58 people are registered to vote here inside of the state of California.
Is
That's
this
crazy.
like a central mailing location, like this building for students and stuff?
No, this one is not. So we do have a mail center.
Because right here on the John B. Kroc Institute for Peace and Justice, it says we had 58 registered to vote and 50 people voted from this location.
So is 5998 Alcala Park? You're saying
is the entire university.
Is the entire university. So where do the ballots go?
I have no clue.
People are voting, but they're not being like, they're going under the radar. So pretty much, people are voting, and it's not really being like tracked. So anybody can vote. Like, it's crazy.
The fraud continues. Now we're outside of a extra space, a storage unit location. Here, 5 people are registered to vote.
Correct.
Did they cast their votes?
3 of them did in the 24 election. Then we had 1 that cast a ballot in the 2020 election and 1 that's never voted.
So sometimes people live on the like these storage places. The owners live on the top, or the management. My grandparents used to do that back in the day, but there's 5 people living there.
The point is that unless this is a primary residence, right, or where you can sleep, right, which no one's supposed to by law allowed to sleep in their public storage unit, then this is not a legal registration. And these are the things that the county continues to let slip through the cracks.
Let's see if they're here. We have the names of all 5 people. Let's see if they're here. How's it going, sir?
How are you doing today?
Good. We're just looking for a few people here. We have Lily Morey, Philip Thomas, Sydney Thomas, Robert Thomas. We're just looking for these individuals as they're registered to vote here.
Did you have people that live here at Extra Space?
Are you Robert Thomas?
Oh,
I think so.
okay, so who gave you this list real quick?
Oh, from the Secretary of State. Do you know where any of those individuals are? Any of the Thomases?
No, they're not here right now.
There's no one living in storage facilities, right? That's
No,
really
right?
the question, right? Just wondering if people are actually living in storage facilities or not.
So 5 people are registered to vote here. They confirmed that nobody lives here. A little fishy. California's got some weird things going on. So 5 people, and they didn't know where any of the Thomases were.
So This is very suspicious because they weren't like, oh, these are the owners. They live upstairs. They live here. They don't know who they are. They couldn't even give it. If they said the name of the management, I'm pretty sure they would have been like, oh yeah, that's freaking Bob upstairs. He lives up there. They don't know who they are. That is very, very suspicious that people voted and put this address on there and it wasn't verified.
What do you think about over 30 people are registered to vote in this UPS store right here? Is that a little strange to you?
Is it through P.O. boxes?
Yeah.
I don't know. What are you trying to do, or what are you trying to prove?
Yeah, so
So you have to be registered where you live, right? Where your primary residence is. And so if you've got a primary residence that's a UPS store, there's a real tiny houses, inside the UPS store for people to live in.
Probably. What's your guys' affiliation?
my name's
We're just
Nick
citizens.
Shirley.
Yeah,
Could you live inside a PO box?
No.
So do you think it's a little strange that here in California you have lots of people who are registered to vote from these PO boxes? Meanwhile, you don't even have to show your ID when you go and vote.
I don't want to be part of the whole MAGA storyline. Thank you.
This isn't a MAGA storyline, man. This is just the straight up facts.
This is what's wrong with California, especially in really, really blue areas like LA. These people are so brainwashed. Even if you bring up voter ID, they think it's a MAGA conspiracy theory. They've been told this by their leaders, by their friends, by their schools.
How are you guys doing? Yeah.
You're not allowed to be here. Can you step outside?
Could we talk to somebody?
No. Can you step
This is super important.
Yeah, can you step outside?
It has to do with our elections here, ma'am.
Okay, outside.
Can someone come and talk to us?
Is Gloria here by chance? Because she's 100 years old and she voted last election from here. All right, so they won't even speak to us. Do you know Gloria? She's 100 years old. She voted last election here. She's supposed to live in one of these P.O. boxes.
Well, no, I have no idea.
A little strange, right?
That's a chill looking dude. That dude looks chill. I don't know anything about this guy, his political stance. He looks like a chill dude. I don't know, just the shades, man. He looks chill. And why is it that there's a publicly open business that refuses to even talk to customers? I mean, she might have saw him out there with the little clipboard asking people questions, and she saw it. And she's like, I don't want to talk to you guys. I don't want to talk to you guys. But it's like, it's really suspicious when there are workers. The freaking cashier right here is refusing to talk to you, telling you to leave or she's going to call the cops. It is very suspicious. People don't understand when you ask somebody a question and they start freaking out in court. It's very suspicious when you ask somebody a question and they start behaving like this. It's suspicious. So clearly she might have something to hide.
This building alone, there's 15 people registered to vote, yet all the windows are boarded up.
Oh, one
That's
of the
freaking
business was
crazy,
Duckett's,
bro.
And I never saw anybody go in or out of there.
That's
15
crazy.
people are registered to vote, and a lot of them voted in the 2024 election.
It's a freaking abandoned building. And 15 people are registered to vote. It is a freaking abandoned, dilapidated freaking building. And somehow, some way, their address is on their voter registration. What on earth is this, bro? That's crazy. If this is just one building, imagine all the other abandoned buildings in the state. There's a lot of them.
People registered to vote, yet all the windows are boarded up.
Oh, one of the business was Duckett's, and I never saw anybody go in or out of there.
15 people are registered to vote, and a lot of them voted in the 2024 election.
Doesn't surprise me. This is California for a reason.
Do you think voter fraud takes place here in California?
100%.
And do you trust Gavin Newsom?
No. No, not at all. You could tell by the way he talks. He never wants to answer a real question. Let's see, he calls ICE, basically calls them out, calls them terrorists. In some ways, I kind of hope he runs for president. That means someone else is going to get governor, and if he doesn't make it as president, his political career is done. I don't see him winning. I really don't.
Right now in Polymarket, he's leading for the Democrats as far as who's going to be the next nominee.
Oh, they're
Yeah,
cooked.
Kamala was leading. Look how that went.
Do you think California should require voter ID?
Do I think that voters should require voter ID?
Yes.
No.
Why not?
Why?
How come you need an ID when you go to the airport?
Why? Why do you need an ID to vote? Like, he's looking at him confused. Like, what type of question is that? Do we have to breathe air?
I don't know why you got to do that either.
So do you think it's possible to have fair elections here in the United States if people don't prove who they actually are by giving their ID when they go and vote?
That's too. I can't even answer that. Because I'm like this. If you here, you can vote. It's just too much paperwork.
Too much paperwork.
Yeah, too much bureaucracy, too much stuff. It's just too much.
So when you go vote,
All you need is social security number, not even your card, your number, and a birth certificate. And you can go down and almost you could usually get your birth certificate within a day or two if you're down there. They'll print it out for you. What are you talking about, dude? Too much paperwork? You just need your freaking birth certificate and social security card. That's it. That's all you need.
you don't want to show your ID
Nah. Heck nah, for what?
to prove that you are you.
I mean, I'm me anyway. I'm me anyway.
So no ID.
Nah. Mm-mm.
What if
I know that he looks like a little homeless. He's on the bike, has a backpack. He looks homeless. But this man, his thoughts are a lot of people in, like I said, in Democratic states like L.A., San Francisco. A lot of people who make over $100K a year have this same mindset. He's speaking for a lot of the Californians, even though he might look a little homeless. He's speaking for a lot of Californians, and it's sad that people don't care about this stuff. They don't care.
There's a lot of issues with these voting rolls and a lot of inconsistencies. And one of these inconsistencies is people over the age of 100 years old that are eligible to vote. For instance, there's a lot of people over the age of 125. And in this video, we just filmed around a 15-mile radius.
They told us that when Joe Biden got these votes from dead people, it was a MAGA conspiracy theory. That's what we were told in the 2020 elections. When Biden somehow came out with another 80 million votes overnight. Remember that? Yeah, we were told it was a MAGA conspiracy theory that dead people were voting.
Of 125. And in this video, we just filmed around a 15-mile radius. So imagine what it's like all across the state of California. And now let's go see if there's actually 126-year-olds voting in California.
Are you Doris?
She's right here. Yes.
Hello, Doris.
Yes.
How are you doing?
I'm good.
We're just going through the voting rolls here, and we're just confirming anybody who's above the age of 100 years old. And right here it says you're 126 years old.
No, you got the wrong house.
Are you Doris Wood?
Yeah, but you got the wrong house. I'm Doris Wood, but you got the wrong place. That's the wrong information. All that stuff. No, that's wrong.
Oh,
It's on the California website. You might want to change that, lady.
How come you think here in California they're just messing up on all these voting rolls here?
I don't know, because I don't know what you're talking about.
So this shows that they don't give a crap about identity in California. If you are a voter, they don't care about your identity. She could have went on there and accidentally typed in the wrong year because she's maybe an older lady, and they just approved it and let it go through. So she's probably like 80 years old, maybe. She sounds like she's 80, but it says she's 129. So clearly there was a typo, but the state didn't catch it, which they should. They need to catch it. You're supposed to catch that.
Okay, well, I'll be quick. I'm just looking for Virginia. 125 years old?
125 years old?
Yeah. She's registered to vote at this location right here. Is Virginia here?
Yeah, but she ain't no 125 years old.
Really? How old is Virginia then?
80.
80? Well, here on the state of California, she's 125 years old. And she's voted in 55 elections.
Nope.
A little pro tip for Nick Shirley if he continues to do this. Just he probably won't never hear this, but he should have like expanded pictures of each of them so he could just freaking hand them a piece of paper like, hey, this is what it says on the Secretary of State right here. Here's your copy. So they'll have proof. I don't know.
Is there another Virginia?
No, not here.
Virginia?
10-4. There's only one in the whole world.
Only one in the whole world. Well, I hope she's voting good, so she's not 125?
No.
So that's the end of the video. I think Nick Shirley is doing a great job. Continue to do great work, Nick Shirley. It doesn't seem like he has bodyguards around him because I'm pretty sure a lot of people in California don't know who he is. That's the one great thing about people like Nick Shirley. When you're stuck in your own political bubble, you don't hear about Nick Shirley's coming along and trying to interview you. I'm pretty sure now they're gonna start hearing about it because he came to California. But he's doing great work. He's out there exposing these politicians. I think that this is damning for Newsom and all of California Democrats. How on earth are you sitting here with a straight face saying that all the elections are legit? There's no cheating, but yet you have like 20 P.O. box addresses at a freaking abandoned building, but you're supposed to be physically there, living there. You're not. It is not supposed to be a random address. So clearly they're not keeping that up to date. So that's what DEI does. That's what, wanting to bend the knee to illegal immigrants does. That's what happens when politicians need the votes. They need the votes to keep California. So just the legitimacy of California, I think this should make Californians everywhere mad. Even like a poll came out saying that 73% of Democrats want voter ID. So they're not even going off of what their party wants. They're just going off of what they want, what their far left party wants. Like I said, the next presidential election, I would not be surprised if it's a Republican and independent. The Democrats are so far gone. There is nothing but corruption under their belts. Everywhere you see a Democrat running a state, there's always going to be fraudulent things happening. But anyway, great work for Dick Shirley here. I thought I'd react to it. I reacted to his last one with Minnesota. So what do you guys think about this video? Go ahead and like the video. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you do. Go ahead and leave your comments down in the description below. Go ahead and hype up this video. I'm pretty sure people already know about this, but just show people that California is corrupt. Newsom's a failed governor, and every politician in California should just be removed from office. There should be a big election well, actually, it's coming up in November, but anyway, go ahead and like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new. I'll see you guys in the next video.